I didn't have any major topics that not topics, but as far as news or anything like that. Nothing really came up that I really decided was worth getting into. But you did have some breaking news. I think you should probably get into that right about
Oh
now.
yeah.
This is kind of crazy, man.
Breaking news. So we sitting here, and I just happened to come across a little article saying that Bobby Christina, that's Bobby Christina for y'all. That's Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston's daughter. Said that her ex
Yeah, what
boyfriend.
was dude name?
Let me see. Let me look at that real
Let's
quick.
let's we could say his name, right?
Yeah, yeah. I say his name. I don't care.
And
I
this
mean,
is
what he gonna
another
do?
this is
So
another
I was
rest
wrong.
in peace situation too, man.
Yeah. So
As we get these facts together,
so her
probably should
dude,
have had
her
this.
her ex dude, Nick Gordon, actually said that he passed away from a reported drug overdose.
Nick Gordon said that.
No. That's his name.
Oh,
Yeah, his her ex dude's name is Nick Gordon. Yeah, he just this was breaking news that they just put out there. Said he passed away from a drug overdose, and man, this is crazy. Like,
now if you into conspiracy theories, because it was some conspiracy theories going around about Whitney's death, and it was then, of course, the way that Bobby Christina passed. That was like shit. That added a lot of fuel to the fire on those
oh
stories.
yeah,
And now, I guess he was one of the only people that was privy to the information surrounding Whitney's death and Bobby Christina, whatever was going on with her before she passed, and now he gone.
right.
Now, when you said this before we started recording, I'm like, what the hell could Bobby Brown possibly be
Yeah, that was the
thinking and
question
going
that
through
you
right
asked.
now?
Like, what is Bobby thinking with all of this? Okay, hold on, man. I don't want to be having the feedback and everything. I'm trying to adjust my mic a little bit here for the people out there. My
Do
apologies.
what you got to do.
Yeah, what is Bobby thinking about this or whatever? Do Bobby give a damn, or is Bobby feeling like, hey, is this like if this is not a wake up call? Let's just say that these drugs is really just doing what they do. If this ain't a wake up call, man, like even the like the one other dude, did we just lose a rapper? Was it Juice
Oh
World?
yeah, just well.
We got the dude Juice World. Now that right there, that wasn't drug related, was it?
Yes, it was.
It was.
Yep.
Okay, so man, what is with this generation, man? They rapping about all these taking the pills and doing all these drugs and stuff, and they dropping like flies, but they still out here doing these drugs like it's just a fad, like it's the thing to do, just like do drugs and die.
I mean, drugs have always been a fad, though. If you think about it, I think the drug of choice just changes.
Yeah, but I'm saying the drug that we looked at it wasn't even drugs, it was weed.
No, it was some motherfuckers doing drugs back then, for sure.
I mean, but I'm saying like the
It's just
drug.
that hardcore shit. Like it's like a subculture, if you
Well,
will.
we couldn't afford the drugs that was killing you.
I would personally, I was never into fucking drugs. Fuck drugs. I smoke weed.
Right.
So
That's not a drug. That's different.
right, it's medicinal. You know what I'm saying? Weed has like healing benefits to it and all type of things that you could do with that.
But I'm saying, but it was crazy, man. Remember all of the don't do drugs and everything like that. All of the
Just say no.
campaigns and everything. Just say no. That was related to weed in our
favorite,
days.
My favorite one was "This is your brain.
This is your
This
brain
is
on
your
drugs.
brain on drugs."
Any questions?
Any fucking questions?
Got an egg frying.
Sizzling too, hot as fuck.
Man, I'm like, man, if you don't flip that fucker over and put it on the plate,
Sunny side up, nigga.
man.
Mm.
Man, look, but hey, man, all I can say is, man, if you is out there popping pills and mollying and whatever it is that they do
Not
these
mollying.
days, man, hey, man, please be
Damn, if you
careful,
don't
be
sound like an old
safe,
nigga.
man. Yo, hey, man, I got kids, kids that can be mollying, like they gotta put this shit down, man. I'm not for it.
Stop mollying out there.
Stop mollying, man.
If you thinking about mollying, don't do
We got to
it.
put that word with. That's another word. We got to put that word out there.
Yeah, that's one we should add to the JMatt show dictionary, man.
Yeah. Mollying. That's the new one, Mollying.
Yeah, and that just goes for everything. If you on crack, you stop mollying, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? You fucking smoking too much weed, You Mollying too,
You getting
nigga.
your meth on? Quit mollying.
Yeah, you asshole. Hey, so all right, here's some deep shit. Now I have to bring this up because I don't want to forget. What the hell do you do about processing, or do you process, or do you even have reoccurring dreams? Have you had any reoccurring dreams in your life?
Not for a long time.
Okay.
Not for a very long time. When I was like a little kid, I used to have it was this one dream that I used to have all the time. I still remember it. I ain't gonna tell nobody what it was, but yeah, it was
No,
stupid.
you have to tell us the dream because I'm gonna. If you don't tell me yours, I'm not gonna tell you mine.
Man, mine was like a nightmare, and it was a dumb nightmare, man.
Okay.
And I used to have the same dream every single time that I watched Michael Jackson's Thriller video.
That was a wild video.
It was, man.
That was a wild video.
Man, it was like the Thriller video was happening in the front yard of my old crib where I grew up at, down off 123rd Superior. And man, I was a little dude, man, and for some reason, like my stepfather was in this dream, and he was like, I don't know, he was like a sailor or something because he used to wear some wild gear back in the day, man. he had this weird hat on or whatever, man. And he in the dream he like saved me from like the zombies and the monsters and shit, man. And the dream was like probably like all of about 5 minutes long, like in the dream. But then I wake up like in the middle of the night, like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, like my God, this is like the longest 5 minutes
But you
ever.
would be rescued at that point.
I got rescued all the time. I wake up at the same time, like damn, and then couldn't go back to sleep for the rest of the night. All over Michael Jackson's Thriller video.
Was you grateful to the sailor man?
I mean, yeah, I did, but but what was real? This was the weird part about it, and this is something else I can remember. For some reason in the dream, he had a twin. So he rescued me, and then I look up, and then it was another one of him or whatever. It was two of them, man. That was the real weird part about it. I remember he had it was the Thriller zombies, and my stepfather had the damn twin. That it was
two
the weirdest
sailor
shit in the world.
twin stepfathers.
Right? Both
Holy
of them whack
shit.
ass hat. Both of them.
All right. So my my follow-up question to if you had reoccurring dream and what is it? Have you ever thought about what that dream represented or meant?
Not once. Never gave a damn. I just knew that I wouldn't watch a Michael Jackson Thriller video no fucking more because I was tired of these damn zombies and the same damn sailors.
So
twins
that's not really a reoccurring dream in the sense that it only happened when you watch the video.
It's fucked up. I'm gonna fuck around and have that dream tonight just because I just revealed to you some shit that I ain't spoke about or even thought about since I was like under 10 years old.
Now, if you have that dream tonight, then it might qualify as a reoccurring dream. But I'm talking about some shit that just pops up and they'd be like, holy fuck. I've had many reoccurring dreams throughout my life.
Really?
Man, several. And I can actually remember.
Man.
The first reoccurring dream I can remember, and I haven't processed all of them, but the first one I can remember, I'm like on the fucking giant chessboard in like a warehouse. No windows, no light, no windows, but it's like the chessboard, the black and white checkers on the floor is glowing. So that's providing the light. And I'm on top of like these giant like marbles. And I'm rolling around trying to fucking
keep
like
your
a
balance?
hamster on the fucking wheel on the top of these marbles, just rolling around in this goddamn chessboard.
Was it frustrating?
Yeah.
So this wasn't necessarily a dream. This is like a nightmare.
I don't know. But it was a dream that I had when I was like in elementary school.
And then wake up exhausted as shit.
I don't know. I don't remember, but I remember that part. Now, here's the second recurring dream I remember. This shit happened for a long fucking time, dude. I used to have this recurring dream that nigga, I was like 20 years old or 19 years old or a senior or somewhere in that range of high school. And I'm on a football team. And it's like the last game of the season, nigga. and I'm on my way to the game, and I'm late than the motherfucker, and these niggas is on the field, nigga, and I ain't even dressed yet to fucking play. I'm trying to run and get to the locker room and change and get my shit. Pads is missing. I'm missing a cleat. I'm missing a fucking ear pad, nigga. I'm not fucking regulation to go on the field, and I missed the fucking game, and it's the last game of the season, like
Wow.
my senior year, like my last chance to play. That I had that reoccurring dream, nigga, for about 6 years.
Man, sound
Not
like,
every night. Now, when I say reoccurring dream, don't mean every night,
yeah, no,
but
no,
it would
no.
just pop up out the blue.
Yeah, I get it. But you know what? That well, you know, of course, mine was triggered by something. Mine was definitely triggered by something. But yeah, like this was one of them things where it's like, as a kid, whenever it is that Thriller album, that video it first came out, like I would have that every now and then for like a few years.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's a reoccurring dream. That's a reoccurring dream. That shit is tripped out. But that should be meaning shit though.
I'm sure it do.
For real, I think that
Yours
shit.
sound like it's trying to tell you to get your shit together, get your life in order. Like you need to be prepped properly.
Hey nigga, you need to fucking think, nigga. Sit your ass down and fucking work this shit out.
You got some shit. You got some mess that needs to be put in order.
Yeah,
That's what that shit means.
See, you prescribing some motherfucking mental prescriptions for a nigga.
You gonna get an invoice in the mail for this shit,
How much you gonna charge?
man?
This should
shit.
be free, man.
I don't know, man. Give me a bottle of this Remy.
This should be free. All right, now I had a question before we get to the game. I had a question, and this is actually a real question too, man. Because it's been, I've heard it in jokes where people like, man, if your wife stopped giving you sex, you have a constitutional right to get some ass elsewhere. I've heard that before, but I've never heard a woman co-sign that idea.
A woman never will.
But should she? I think she probably should. If a woman sits and thinks about that fucking scenario and tries to put herself in the man's shoes, which I know is very difficult to ask, but if you tried to, a woman might be able to say, you know what, you probably should be able to get some ass somewhere else.
My thing is, man, there's so many moving pieces to that because it's like, what is your reason? Like, do you got some type of medical issue? Do you
Nope.
you just deciding that you just
Nope.
ain't banging no more?
No, you know, before I say no, yeah, let's include medical issues. Let's put that in there.
Where
yes.
she can't never have sex again?
Let's put that in there too. All scenarios about your wife not giving you no poom poom are available right now for discussion.
I feel like there needs to be an understanding, depending on the reasoning behind it. Like if
like
you
she
ain't-
needs to be able to agree to it.
she needs to either she needs to agree to it, depending, because if she's in a position where she's unable, that's one thing. If she's in a position where she's making the decision to just not to, that's a different thing. Now, if you just making a decision to say I'm not doing it, fuck cheating. That's a divorce.
So let's deal with these two things that you said. Let's deal with the thing about let's deal with the thing about her not being able to.
Not being able to.
How are you handling a not being able to situation when it comes to you needing sex?
It depends on how permanent it is.
How many layers we gonna put onto
if
this
it's
shit?
short, if it's short term, like for example, let's give this as an example. So in most cases, when women give birth, they technically they're not supposed to have sex for, what is it, like 6 weeks?
Right, because they got scarring and
And all that kind of stuff like that. Like 6 weeks. Yeah, come
Shit
on.
needs to go back into place. Right.
Yeah, you gotta wait it out that 6 weeks. You can't sit up here and be like, hey man, you ain't giving me none for 6 weeks. I ain't like, come on, like you retarded. Stop it.
Yeah.
But like, if something had happened and you didn't, you can't like have like you didn't became like, see, it's tough because this is one of those like for better or for worse situations where you married, where it's like,
Does
okay,
it get
this
any
is-
worse than that?
this has happened to, I mean, man, you got people out here that then got paralyzed, pushing their spouse around in a wheelchair.
That's what I'm saying. Just
doing
not being able to have sex. Does it get any worse as for a man than not being able to have sex with your wife?
I mean, well, let me throw a curveball at you. What if your wife couldn't have sex with you because you got a situation going on? Would you allow your wife to be able to go have it, or do you be like, hey, I don't want you seeing me like this. Go ahead, get on out of here, get you somebody, be happy. Like, how you handle that?
Now I think I would like to stick with the original question. I mean,
I mean, but you
I'll
feel where I'm
answer it,
coming
but
from, I mean, because the real is or whatever is that, man. Like, these are things that it is that people don't really think about when they get
no,
married.
no,
Like,
let me think about it.
like man, you can't have like something could happen where you can't have sex with your spouse for the rest of your marriage. Is you still all in? Like, that's when you really realize when you sat up there and took them vows. Did you take them vows for show? Or did you really mean it?
Now
Because
you
people
really,
people say for better or for worse until worse happen.
now you in there.
You feel me?
Now you causing a nigga to scratch his beard a little bit.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you like this, and I don't mean no disrespect. I love my wife with everything, but man, I ain't take no vows because I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend like that if the wrong thing was to happen in my marriage, that hey, that like man, come on man, everybody be like yeah, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, until death do us part. And then the moment that some bullshit happen, next thing you know, all it take is a work spouse. All it take is for somebody to not be
Oh man.
banging or something else, and next thing you know, it's divorce paperwork. Man, people full of it. Man, keep it 100. Like, yeah, if you ain't getting it or whatever, you probably more than likely gonna go and get it from somewhere else, no matter what the circumstances is. It just is what it is. People got needs. And the reason being that they do that is because it don't mean that they don't necessarily not love that person. It's like they got a need that need to be met. And they'll go somewhere else and probably go and get that need, taken care of, but they still love the person that they with and don't want to lose them. That's just what it is.
You remember that scenario a few months back? It was like a celebrity and it was in the news about her being not being able to have sex. Basically, this guy moved his mistress into the house with him and his wife that he was taking care of, who was like I don't know if she was
I
a
heard something
paraplegic or
about
something
that.
like
Oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's kind of like that type of situation. It's different because she.
Was the wife on board though?
That's the thing. I don't even think she's like coherent enough to be able
To even
to,
know.
yeah, like to agree to it or oppose it. That's the thing. I don't want to be.
I mean, see, like
Yeah.
in a situation like that, man, it's like, do you not respect that? Like, man, like he's still there taking care of her, but he just happened to have this other situation going. Like,
That's what I was about to
is he
say. So what
wrong?
I was about to say is I think the biggest issue and the most difficult aspect of all this is being on the male or the female side is being able to agree
Yeah.
to letting your spouse have that need fulfilled elsewhere.
Oh my God.
How do you come to a
I'm
point
like,
where you can
nigga,
agree?
shoot me. Like,
Do you be like, you know what?
oh my God.
As long as you don't let me see that shit happen around
Man,
here,
no, man,
don't leave no
it ain't even
clues.
no lot like not let me see it, man. Like I need you to operate in
Or
a
do you
place where
want to see it?
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Like man, like if I'm in a position like that, man, trick me. Make me feel like I'm being taken care of and it ain't nobody else and do whatever it is you going to don't ask me for the permission because I'm
Not
gonna
you
say
not.
no.
No, but that's the part that we dealing with. So you wouldn't want to know. You would just want her
No,
to.
I wouldn't
So
want to
you
know.
would actually want her to cheat because she would be then at that point she
No,
would be
no, no, no,
cheating.
no, no.
That's
I
cheating,
got.
Wayne.
I'm gonna keep it real with myself in a way of being like, man, if I know that I'm in that type of place, if she's doing a good job of making it seem like ain't nothing going on and I'm being taken care of as her spouse, if that's what you're doing to have to take care of yourself, I can't know about it. It's gonna destroy me. I'm gonna be all the way real. I can't know about it, man. Like I'm not that dude just gonna be like, man, I understand, man. You gotta delay. No. Fuck no, no. I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. I already gonna have to juggle with the thought of already feeling like,
Oh,
man, I know she out here doing it, man. But
oh my
but I don't
God.
need it confirmed.
Oh,
You
what
feel
if
me? I don't
and
need
what
it
if you
confirmed.
see what if you in your wheelchair or you on
Like, listen to you in the
that little
wheelchair.
gurney bed, you know the little old folks bed
Yeah.
that they prop up in your
I'm
house?
pissing in a bag, man.
Got your
What?
colostomy bag, and then you see her in the gym She's going to the gym once a day before she takes care of you, and after she take care of you, she getting jazzed up and going out for drinks, and she coming home, nigga, looking all sexy with the little alcohol breath, nigga. Hey, you need anything else,
A
baby?
sin of another nigga cologne.
You need
What?
anything else, baby, before I go lay down?
Be
With
like,
her little
look,
tight
I'ma be-
ass dress on,
Look,
and you
I'm
just
gonna try
you
to
just
shoot my shot.
laying there
Just touch it one time.
with the fresh shit in the bag,
Oh my God, kill me.
looking at your sexy
me.
wife just get even better
Mm-mm.
as you deteriorate.
Kill me. Don't even leave me. Kill me. Kill me. Let me out of here, man. Let me out of here.
What if she start living her best life?
Oh my God. But first of all, my wife better be living her best life with me. That's what we do. That's what it's about, man.
Hey, you know what? But strange things motivate people.
Man, listen.
Strange things motivate people.
You right about that.
Let a nigga motherfucking get his leg blown off.
Yeah, this ain't Lucius from Empire where you just still pimping out here, whatever. Like, nah.
Oh,
Ain't nobody trying to hit the nub. Chill out.
man. Let a nigga, man, what?
And don't get me wrong, man.
Let a nigga lose both his hands.
Oh, you said it was gonna be uncut, man, but I ain't know.
What is she gonna do? You just fisting the shit out your wife.
Oh man. She is not happy about this, man.
She's like, you know what? This nigga is getting on my nerves.
Oh my God,
This
man.
nigga
I'm
and
so
these
tired of
goddamn nubs.
Oh my
It's
God,
gotta
man.
go.
I'm so tired of this nigga hitting me with these skin bats. Like
Skin back.
skin bats. Put the drink down.
Oh,
Put the drink down. They got the skin
man.
bats.
Not the skin back.
Oh man, we gonna add that with Molly and the skin bats.
Man, it's some tough decisions that you have to make when you take them vows, man. When you
Hell yeah.
when you decide to be like, all right, this for better or for worse. If anybody that's thinking about getting married in 2020, make sure your vision is goddamn clear.
Man, and stop being. A lot of people is they're more in love with the wedding than they are the person.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that a little bit. But
That wedding one day, man.
I think that's gonna change. Man.
You got to deal with that person for the rest of your life. At least that's what you're supposed to do. But man, like quit with the front, man. Like a lot of y'all going and taking vows and going and standing up at the altar in churches and y'all ain't even saved. Like man, y'all tripping, man. Y'all ain't never been to church outside of the wedding that y'all planning, man. Like stop playing. Like at least go into your marriage keeping it all the way 100 as far as what the foundation of it truly is.